Welcome to Indicator Commentary. My name is Skita, and today I'm very glad to be with you again. Thank you for new subscribers that have been subscribing all over since the first day, and for those who have been liking, thank you so much, and sharing. I love you so much. Today I have a video that I want to discuss with you. So let's go deeper as we dive and know what is happening in US concerning Jamaicans. Thank you.
Alright, so I have some quick information right here, so pertaining to how many Jamaicans are currently in America and their final removal order from the US. So currently, and this is not an updated list. This list was from last year. So there are currently over 5,000 Jamaicans. This is courtesy of ICE. 5,120 to be exact, Jamaicans who have given the final removal order from the US but hasn't leave. So they exhausted all their options, all the avenues to remain in the US, and the judge fined all 5,120 people to be in removal proceedings. Them say, oh, time for your leave because you don't have no rights to be here. 5,120, that's a lot. And 11 countries are in non-compliance, and it seems like Jamaica is one of those places where the government has said, oh, them not take back no deportees, basically what they're saying are in non-compliance. So it says ICE has listed several other Caribbean countries who are facing deportation. So these are the people who already exhausted their avenues to stay in the US. So 80, I'm talking about like the Caribbean region. So 80 have 32,363 people who have gotten their final removal orders from the US. Dominican Republic, they have 12,699 people who have received their final removal order from the US. Third, you have Jamaica. Jamaica have 5,120 persons who has gotten their final removal order from the US. You have St. Lucia with 202, Barbados 151, Grenada 149. But listen this, Mexico have a staggering 252,044 people who have been ordered to leave. Them get ordered for leave willingly, you know. So if them don't want to leave willingly, they have to leave forcefully. So as I said again, Jamaica has 5,120 was exhausted all avenues, lawyers, all type of avenue, waivers, and the judge said no, you got to go. But they're still in the US. So those are people who ICE are currently looking for as well to just put them out because they already received the removal orders. So that was a quick update, guys.
It is alleged that 5,120 Jamaicans shall be deported back to Jamaica. And when I look into it, I say, yeah, I saw it go. But I hope the number no climb. And the reason for that, maybe 99% of those people have nothing back home. Maybe some of them never built a home and them never do any form of investment at Jamaica. Some of them maybe don't even have an account. Some of them, when them come through the airport, whether in a Kingston or a Montego Bay, they don't know where to turn. You overs. So, this is not a joke thing. Mr. Andrew Wellness, you see some of them people here where Mr. Trump has sent back to Jamaica when I have nothing. Give them some land, you know. Give them some land, make them farm, make them plant it up and plant food so that they can survive. You don't know, like we said, no, we're no better than yard. Seeing? And here what me now. You see the ones them where I go get deported, where live in a like in a city area, in a corporate area, in some concrete jungle. That is a thing, you know. If you know, say, you go back in a concrete jungle and you don't have nothing. You don't have no money at all. You never have a house. You know, say you come from the community there. Maybe your head half there. How that going to work out? But anyway, tricks in trade and matches boxing business. So when I say now, it's honest. Give some of them people their some land when them reach at Jamaica. They go plant food and chop bamboo and then something there and build up house and round thick and all them type of thing. And who can afford some plywood, buy some plywood and make them start new. Seeing? And farm up the place and do what you do. So you can have food and can live and survive. You know what I mean? Instead of going to Jamaica and you don't have food, you don't have money, you don't have a place to live, then how you going to survive? You know what I mean? It's a serious thing. So, me I advise some of the people that we are going to get deported who don't have nothing at all and don't know where to go when them reach. Get piece of land. Chop some round thick and bamboo and them thing there. Build up a little house. And farm up the place and plant food and vegetables. This is the time when the eye them have to go get creative. Yeah, man. So, that's how it go. Them say them a do them thing, them say them a send back people home. So it go. See? So Mr. Andrew Wellness, give the people them some land when them come to Jamaica. Make them farm it up and plant it. All who want land when they go to Jamaica. See? Maybe some of them have land already. But if you don't have none, check the government go to some land, man. Give them some land, Mr. Andrew Wellness, make them farm it up. So they can live and survive. Saying? One Jamaica. Shocking
news. So, ICE, for all of my Jamaican people, they sent out the letter to 5,000 people that is going to be deported. Actually, they supposed to receive their warrant for to be deported back to Jamaica. I guess some people are staying in their house and running around and trying to move from state to state. But the breaking news is that 5,000 people is on the list to be deported to Jamaica. Right now, I would say that as a man of God, what word would I give my Jamaican? Well, if you've been in America for a very long time, I would say if you got to go back or you end up going back, you will have to equip yourself to survive. I think you've been in America long enough. You're supposed to learn enough to survive in your country. Also, you can trust God. God can able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can think or act. So, but I'm saying, man, it's a lot of things going on. Just be encouraged. Hold the faith and know that all things work together for good. You may not see the good.
Ugly and pretty does not mix into the same basket. Clean wine and dirty wine does not mix into the same jugs. Cha! We are heading for a catastrophe. 2026, yeah. In the so-called land of the free, where them call America. Them agent, I saw. Along with Donald Trump has given a final order for over 5,100 and had Jamaican deport back Kayadia. Yeah. So they welcome them more. who a bannick, who a crook, who a thief, who a rapist, who a scammer, who a gunman, who a robber, who a pedophile. All illegal grant. And who claims them have green card and they say that touch back a yard. And from grasshopper to hustler to pimp to whore to every single one of them, male and female, mix up all picking your old people. Coming back to Jamaica in a few weeks, according to the IC agents. What is this going to happen to us now? Especially those criminals. What is this? We can handle them because our police force and military here, them not to deal with them. But what is this? Those people who leave Jamaica 20, 30 years ago, and not even build a one room house down here. How them are going to manage? Damn! Then turn them back on their family and their friend and everybody. Where them are going to go? Some now going to make it out in the first 2 months. Them going to mad. Some going to hang themselves and ball. But who do we blame though? Who do we blame beside themselves because they never know? They were throw stone behind and don't burn the bridge. The men of Mary McCarthy say all this bell the white man land and ignore them own and see them now over 5,000 to send back to Jamaica. Trouble! Well, they are wait for some more now. You sure know say if you never give me nothing, you can't get not even a cup of water for me. Not to mention the Alaska fruit drinks. Damn! And keep me what me love enough. And not even a little Coca-Cola to drink or taste it at our mothers. Not even to mention the top one. Taste. Juicy. Wanna come? We have something for you longer. Come.
Minister Andrew Holness has called on Jamaicans living in the U.S. to return home if facing hardship, but warned them to remain law-abiding citizens. Andrew Holness no easy now, but he's not wrong. Many people here in the U.S. are living worse than dogs, and people in Jamaica living better than them, right? And if you were in yard, you wouldn't be suffering the way you are suffering here in the US. And that is a fact. A lot of people might not know it firsthand, you know what I mean, because them still in Jamaica, whatever the case is, but he's not wrong. But right now, this mostly goes for undocumented Jamaicans, since Trump administration in his second term is he's intensifying deportations of criminal offenders and illegal immigrants, including 5,120 Jamaicans currently slated for removal. Andrew only speaking at 2025 security seminar in Kingston acknowledged the U.S. right to enforce immigration laws, but emphasized that Jamaica remains home for all Jamaicans, which is right. Bro God is speaking some facts right there. And he said if you find it difficult where you are, come back home. Ackee and Sawfish is still good. He said encouraging returnees to contribute to national development instead of engaging in crime and violence. So if you are being deported, fine, Jamaica is still your home, but make sure that you're coming to Jamaica to contribute to the society rather than tearing things down. He warned that those deported with criminal intent will be met with firm hand. Andrew only said, don't come back here to destroy our homeland. We have been making progress and we will deal with criminals accordingly. So Andrew Onus is basically saying the Jamaica that you left is not the same Jamaica that you're coming back to. I mean, Jamaica has developed, but Jamaica has also, stepped up where it comes to crime, dealing with crime and violence and, people who want to engage in those activities. So Andrew Onus also appealed to Jamaicans abroad to reject gang culture and work together to build a prosperous Jamaica, right? It sound good. Everything where Andrew Onus is saying, it sound actually good. But some people that still say, easier said than done. Because there's a lot of work that needs to be done in Jamaica, whether or not they want to come back to a new Jamaica or not. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. So
President Trump, in his second term, has ramped up mass deportation, prioritizing illegal immigrants with criminal records, but also targeting others. At a January 28 press briefing, the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt reinforced Trump's commitment, and she said that illegal immigrants, by definition, are criminals and will be deported. So Trump is not basically targeting only illegal immigrants that are criminals who should be deported, but also illegal immigrants whatsoever. So once your paper not right, once you run off anything at all, you will be deported, right? She also said that violent offenders remain a top priority. Other undocumented individuals are not off the table, right? So as I said, they're also targeting others who are not directly involved in crime and violence. There is also a report that Florida is considering stricter identification requirements for remittance senders, aiming to curb illegal gun trafficking to Jamaica. So basically, there's a lot of Jamaicans that are in Florida. Most people would say Florida is Jamaica, right? Looks like Jamaica. So if you are waiting for your cousin to send the money and it's taking a little while, that's because you have to go through a more stricter identification, right? Now, Andrew Ones welcomed the move, and he said that remittances help families survive, but it's unacceptable when guns are smuggled in barrels of rice and soap powder. Right, so that means the dock is going to be, shut down, or the dock is going to be, everything's going to be checked thoroughly, right, whenever those shipments are coming in on the dock. All right, so that's the video for today. Owen Allen Media, we keep you informed. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. As I said, as always, I'm out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the whole Andrew Ones situation, about Price Johnson situation, and also about Kippridge situation. Go off in the comment section and turn that post notification on so you can get the videos whenever them upload is, because we not drop foolishness around here. You know what I mean? Yes. Owen Allen Media, keep you informed.
I want to thank the Prime Minister for receiving and welcoming home the Jamaicans who have been deported from the United States of America. This is your right to land, and it is with great pleasure that we welcome you back home, right? But can we build on the Prime Minister's speech, though, and can we open the discussion as to why these persons had left Jamaica in the first place? I imagine it must have been a difficult decision to get up and to leave your children, your partners, your families. Some of you leave ill parents behind in search of better opportunities that are not existing in today's society and not existing in Jamaica. And so you had to go all over the globe in search of making these dreams that you have become reality. And that opens the discussion as to the gaps that exist in Jamaica that we need to bridge as a people to make Jamaica the place that our Jamaicans can live, raise their families, do business, and enjoy. Amongst many of these persons are lawyers, doctors, teachers, laborers, regular Jamaican brothers and sisters who are out there trying to find a better life. And so it's important for us, and for us to challenge our government, because we're paying a very hefty price for governance. So we have to challenge our government to see all the things that they need to do to ensure that we, the regular Jamaicans, get to enjoy and to live in Jamaica, right? Also, another thing that we need to table, and is a challenge to the Prime Minister and to our government. How are we going to welcome these persons home? And what measures are we going to put in place to ensure that these persons are reintegrated into society? I mean, some of them are coming out with little to nothing, and they need the support of their government and their people in order to reintegrate into this society. So I think what we need to do is to build a little committee around this and to plan for the systems and the measures and the assistance that can be given to these individuals to ensure that they become, productive members of society. Because don't get me wrong, these people, a lot of them are very hardworking, ambitious people, and so it's important for us to ensure that we have the plans and the measures in place to reintegrate them into society and to ensure that they can become productive members of the Jamaican society. Welcome home, and we challenge you, our government.
Now, as you have seen from the video, there is a lot that is happening in the US, that is United States, concerning Jamaicans. The US has decided to deport over 500 Jamaicans to their own country. This deportation is a planned system that has happened to all black people, not only Jamaicans, but they are most people who are within there, most people who have been deported, they are black people. And among those who are being deported, there are Jamaicans who are 120 people. Soon they'll be landing in their own country, whether they like it or not. So the government is targeting black people, no matter which country you're coming from. Now, this is not only happening in Jamaica, as I've said before. When it comes to issues concerning black people, the government of United States takes much more serious than any other origin or breed of people. So it is very unfortunate that most Jamaicans moved from their own country going to United States, looking for green pasture, only to realize that where they were going maybe to look for green pasture, it is no longer green. Things has changed. It is a desert. So they are being forced to move from where they thought maybe will be a better place to change their life, to their original homeland, which is Jamaica. What we need to understand is that some of these Jamaicans went to the United States through green card. And is it illegal to have green card, yet it was introduced by United States? Is it illegal? No. It is something that was planned by United States. So when it comes to deportation, they don't explain exactly what is the main cause why they are deporting these people. But what we need to know is that Cuba government has we have another thing concerning the Cuba government, that United States are forcing the Cuba government not to associate with Jamaicans. As we know very clearly that the Cuban government has got very specialists, more so doctors, who are very special in treatment of very many diseases, and they are very smart in that area. So these people, they are very productive to every individual in this world, no matter where you are. So these people are being threatened not to associate with the Jamaicans. We don't understand why what is the main reason? Why should the government feel bitter when other people are assisting their neighbors? Why? So Jamaican, I believe they have no issue with the Cuba government. You can tell even the best cultures that Jamaicans they have. They are people who are very relaxed. They are good-hearted. You can tell from their culture, what the food they eat, the way they mingle with people. Someone who is very bad, you can tell from his or her own action. So we can tell who is bad between these two people. So what the Jamaican government should do is that when other people arise to attack their own people, this government should rise up This is very, very serious. Not only even Jamaican government. This applies to every government. When your people are being threatened or being mistreated, you as the leader, you should step forward to make sure that these people, they get what is deserved. So the Prime Minister of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Cuban government, most of the time it seems, I don't understand the reason why sometimes they talk less. I don't understand serious issues like this one. Some people, they don't take it serious. So we need to make sure that everything that goes wrong should be underlined. Jamaican Prime Minister must always be the first person to step forward to say no to anything that may be wrong concerning to his people. Sometimes being silent is a crime. That is the truth. You may be silent when you are supposed to talk. Silent, sometimes it is a crime. That person who is silent in this matter, he has a wrong motive. He has a wrong motive. So each person who is seeing this video or who has this idea that Jamaicans, they want to be deported, they are being mistreated and cannot associate with the other government, or they cannot negotiate or talk, have a peace talk, that person has a wrong motive. So we need to stand forward and say no to things that are not right. I think that one is clear. Now, to all Jamaican citizens must know that it is better to build in your own country than be living in other people's country. You can see, most of you thought that where you went, things will be better. Now it has gone to be worse. Well, you know, when it comes to deportation, you move with nothing. They can deport you while you are eating in a hotel, or you are moving on the way. So deportation, when deportation arises, know that you cannot prepare anything unless you knew before. I know it sounds bitter or bad when sometimes someone is being deported without a very special reasons. What you think is negative always, because you went outside to look for green pasture. You are being deported with nothing. So you went, maybe in health wise you might look okay, but when it comes to mental health, you are not fine. And middle and third world countries, this one is an advice. Middle countries and third world countries, they have plenty of minerals and plenty of resources which can help them to stand on their own. So countries like African countries, they should step forward and make sure that whatever the resources and minerals they have, they should use them to make sure that their country move in the right proportion. What do you think from the comment? You can tell me. Am I the one who is saying that this thing is good to produce your own things, or to make sure that whatever you have is right? What do you think? Kindly please share this video, subscribe, and comment also. I need to know what's your mind. Thank you and be blessed.